Since 2011, the number of abortion clinics that have shut their doors has skyrocketed. 162 abortion providers have either closed or stopped offering abortions. Just 21 have opened. Right now, there are 5 states where just one abortion clinic remains. So what's happened? Abortion opponents moved their battleground from the picket line to the State House, testing how far abortion rights could be limited without being overturned. And the Supreme Court provided one answer in June. So here's the situation. In 1973, the Supreme Court in its landmark Roe v. Wade case legalized abortion in all 50 states. Then, in 1992, the High Court laid the groundwork to undermine that ruling. It said states could pass restrictions that don't present a, quote, undue burden to women seeking an abortion. Since then, abortion opponents have been testing just what undue burden means, and they found that legislation with restrictions aimed at clinics have proved more potent than past measures aimed at patients, like blockading clinics or mandating waiting periods and parental notification. The state of Texas provides an excellent case study. It enacted a law forcing clinics to meet hospital-like surgical standards and required abortion doctors to have admitting privileges at local hospitals. That caused half of the state's clinics to shut down and threatened to close another 10 or so if the law had been fully implemented. But in a 5-3 ruling, the Supreme Court struck down that law, saying it imposed that undue burden we were talking about on a woman's constitutional right to an abortion. The ruling is likely to doom similar restrictions in other states. In fact, just 24 hours later, the High Court turned away appeals from Wisconsin and Mississippi to revive their doctor-admitting privilege laws. Now here's the argument. So how do abortion clinic limits actually affect women? Well, almost half the 6.7 million pregnancies each year are unintended, and almost half of those end in abortion. One study concluded that if 31 states outlawed abortion tomorrow, the vast majority of women would still travel to states where it remained legal. However, the impact on women who can't or won't travel could result in a 15% drop in abortions nationally. There's also evidence that diminishing access results in more women resorting to dangerous and illegal means to avert motherhood.